I'm Senator Natasha, representing the people of Kogi Central. I'm also the chairperson of the Committee on Local Content. My question is also on the CNG, and having gone through your breakdown of the projects you have proposed for the 2025 budget, I see item 30 here. You have it on paper, the study on comparative advantage of CNG, LPG, NLG, CLNG for sustainable transition. Also item 35, coordination of research and development programs in the oil and gas industry. Item 37, development of research programs on emerging technologies and environmental impact in oil and gas sector. I see you have three items that have to do about research in a number of products. But I'd like to know, do you have, or are you already conducting any research on the safety of the CNG process in Nigeria? Because in recent times, we've seen a lot of explosions, especially in Kogi. I know about that because a number of vehicles that have been converted to the CNG, they have, in the course of transportation, they exploded, and some even consumed lives. You see, the danger in adapting technologies that are in use in other climes without proper research on its adaptability in Nigeria has caused a lot of problems and could be a problem. And here's why I'm saying this. Our terrain, our climate is different. A vehicle that probably isn't built how do you call the PMS? A vehicle that is built to run on petroleum, on PMS, suddenly is converted to CNG, whereby the entire boot becomes a storage section for the large tank. And then that vehicle plies on a road that is not smooth, that is quite bumpy. What happens to that tank, to that large tank of gas? It becomes more endangered or susceptible to explosion. And then imagine adding our hot climate. In some states, the weather gets as hot as 40 degrees. So I think that's actually a recipe for disaster. Meanwhile, we admire on the news or on the search engines such CNG products or programs going on successfully in the Western world because, one, these countries do not attain a climate as high as ours, and the roads are also smoother. So therefore, that compressed CNG tank does not pose a danger. Are you getting what I'm saying? I need to know, are you actually right now conducting the adaptability of the CNG project to Nigeria? Or we just see what happens in China, see what happens in America and think, bam, it can also work in Nigeria. We must be careful in localizing ideas that we see going on in other countries because that could not work well, or even if it could work well, our infrastructure does not presently support it. Or maybe we could also take into consideration the fact that our roads need to be fixed so that we would avoid the bumpiness, on the roads. And then we'll also look into consideration the climate, which pretty much we have no right to control that. So please, I would like to know, do we actually have programs? Are you conducting research? Because the explosions are actually quite many, and that has endangered life and properties.